Hey there, Silver-Tongued Devil here, and in this episode of The Fast and the Fletcherous, months to come up with a sequel for this, honestly, it'll take me so long, we are actually going to make an attempt at getting a little deeper into the top 10. We are just going to be killing the orphans, we are going to be going in the pits and getting the heck out of there as quickly as possible with as little messing around as we can, kill the bosses, on to the next cycle, rinse and repeat. Let's go! Good time in Vega, we're just starting. So, I'll try and keep this one reasonably fast, because we've got... I don't think there's too much more to cover as far as the more advanced techniques. Oh, and because I repeated it over and over again and it was only Saturday, I kind of remember what we did. And if I remember rightly, the pit was ahead of us and we took out the orphan. Congratulations, memory increased. He hopes. Let's see if I'm right. I'm pretty sure we got the orphan. Well, we'll find out in a minute. Let's have a look, because as I said last time, one of the things I use as a... No thank you, fellas. One of the things I use as an aid to memoir with these sort of things... Yeah, you're in the way now. One of the things I use as an aid to memoir with these sort of things... we're going to have to do those guys now as well. One of the things I like to use as an aid to memoir is saving at a point that I can remember is always helpful. And I always try and save... You know when you don't play a game for a little while and you come back and it's like, what even is this? Hello, Weeble. That's kind of like I get with IDU, even though I'm playing it reasonably regular. So to make sure I remember what I've done and are doing. So for instance, if I know where the pit is, I will try and save on the save spot before the pit, if that's possible, so that I know if I come through the level, I'll see the pit. If that's not the case, I do try and get the pit done. So yeah, so this one's going to require a little bit of tact from us, because we need to kill all of that nonsense before we can attempt the pit. We could go in at the side. That's not a bad idea, actually. I'm always saying about how I want to do this without doing as little as possible. Well, let's double down on that, because Cupid's Wrath times 3 isn't the worst arrow. All of this will be unalerted when we come back, and we'll respawn back to where we were. So there we go, we're in. Right, just before I carry on, we'll crack on. Alright, so danger time. Now we start taking double damage. Now, it shouldn't be all that bad. The reason being is because that double damage will only affect us if it comes from hits from the enemies. Yeah, I'm trying to let everyone forget about it. It's coming. It's coming. I'm just thinking of a good prize and way to do things. I want to do prizes within it. Oh, you little bastard. Yeah, so you've got the similar ideas to me with it. We should be alright on life here, so let's get a little aggressive. It is skeleton archers, so this could be a bit of a tough time if we're not clever. In you come, lads. So we're reverting back to Old Faithful technique. That'll do us nicely. Yeah, of course it will. Yeah, of course it will. So we'll revert back to age-old technique of clearing out a safe space. Because we do need to be a little bit careful here. A few hits and a couple of misses on top of that and we're done. And it is skeleton archers. Nobody likes skeleton archers and other archers as well. And no one likes them either. Take you. But yeah, we will get round. Where have you gone? We will get round to the stream of pain. But it might be a little while yet. Because I've, as I said, I've got a plan. And I would like to design a proper rule set for all of this. Well. Must be an intern cam, eh? All that enthusiasm will be sucked out of him within an hour. See, the thing is, I'm sure they are keen with suggestions. I did see a post on Facebook the other day that kind of gave me a little heart in respect to the fact that they have been doing quite well on the Pico side of things, as I understand it. And maybe that'll, I don't know, not reinvigorate their interest in the game, but maybe give them pause for thought if they are having any plans. So, what we're doing here is we're taking things nice and slow. This guy's decided to isolate himself. That's a dangerous arrow, because that's probably going to bring skeletons down on our throat. So let's keep an eye out for where they're going to teleport to. Yes, it is. So let's cut down the angles that he can attack us from. We know where he is. We'll give it a minute. What I like to do with these guys is actually teleport past them to give myself time to get those shots off whilst they're turning. It's not going to be enough, is it? Of course it's not. That's more of something not so much for this mode, because usually you got all the nasty stuff that you need to deal with them at the cycles that I'm capable of getting to in Fletcher. But I like to teleport past skeleton archers that are isolated, just so I've got time to deal. Yeah, that is nice to see. Hopefully that'll give them reason to get back onto it and have a look, because it has not been well optimized, not in my opinion anyway. Not from what little I saw. Maybe, I don't know, I'm pretty sure I saw the latest update or the latest version of it, but it did not look as silky smooth and as nice as the Quest 2 version. Right, let's take a few more out. We know where our... Oh, you little... Ah, ghosts. Yeah, so I think the port side of things... The port side of things, I don't think went particularly well, or they didn't do a particularly good job of it. Alright. Need to open these ears. Getting snuck up on by ghosts, in fact. No, the volume is where it needs to be. That's okay. Still got, after the health update, we've still got lots of health to play with. I want to get you... But I also have a volley 3, which could be a decent arrow for us putting the kibosh on the old orphan. Now I think she's downstairs, which makes this manoeuvre particularly dangerous. Let's get the incubi out of the way first, see if we can force him to teleport. So, He's chucking stuff at us, which means that he's alerted. We can hear him doing his fireball animation. We can hear him doing his thing, which means it is only a matter of time before he teleports. So, then it better not, Ghost better not get here. Oh, hello, Master Shake. How we doing? I believe I was only just saying to you in the comments not so long ago, you should come and see it, do a live stream with us. Here you are. Questions live. Ask me what you want. I will attempt to answer. It's going to take a while, isn't it? I do want to get this one out of the way before we go and do what I want to go and do on the orphan, which will be a execution style shot. See if we can give you some liquid encouragement, shall we? So let's try a different angle. This is another place that I know that he likes to... Normally, if you stand up the top, they'll teleport to here, but also standing here, they'll do the same as well. We also want to keep half an ear on that orphan, just in case she does decide to teleport, because there's a gap in the wall that we don't know about. Hello, Mr. Dragon. Come on, Incubi, we've got things to do. Thank you. I hope so. I hope you're right. I really do. That would be a really good arrow. That not so much. That not so much. Have you got... Yeah, there's one up there. Let's have you. Get that one. That's not where I wanted that to go. Right, so we've made ourselves some problems, but it's not too bad because we've got this lovely hand of God. And now they're all cut. They all want some now. Now they want some. Now they're interested. Thankfully, got hands of God down. Yeah, I remember the same. I think... I don't know if it was missing the updates. I think it was the leaderboards that it was missing. Potentially missing sigils as well. Don't know how they'd let that one slip, though. Or how they could even get away with that. Sigils is a... massive part of the game. Yeah, that is part and parcel of it. They might be doing it all to delay content. You never know. Right, that's aggravated some people. Let's get them dealt with first. Well, that's aggravated a lot of people. Whew. So this all started with me trying to isolate enemies and get my arrows set for an orphan assassination. Right, that curse might do what we want it to. I have a... Wildfire 5 will do. I believe she's downstairs. Which she is. And she's gone. I don't mind you going this way. That's fine. That's not so great, if I'm honest. That's really bad. Let's get a teleport moving. Cannot remember. I know season 6 was... It felt like a long one, even though it probably wasn't. Come on, orphan, die already. Oof. Got ya. That did not go as well as we wanted. But we got there in the end. Higher cycles, that becomes stupid dangerous and you can lose a lot of life. Don't do that. Do more clearing than I did. Especially when you're dealing with skeleton archers and skeleton warriors, because that is quite the deadly setup. Or can be, anyway. Can't even see your head. Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I get the impression that this season is going to be a long one. Because, I mean, you know, I'm not thinking of just myself. They haven't got any rewards set for level 10. And I've never seen them not have something. I don't know if anything... I feel if anything is to go by from what happened last season, I'll try and convince Beanie to start doing some runs and then go, oh, look, Beanie's doing runs. It must be close to the end of season. And it might force Super Bright's hand. Maybe that's what happened last time. Maybe it isn't. Yeah, let's get some of you guys out of the way first. Ball lightning. That's not a bad shout. That's better. Ugh, Divine Sight. You are such a good arrow sometimes. You really are. Let's plant one of those there. Pull back and take the ghosts out. Nice and smooth. Yeah, it's not a stream of shame, it's a stream of pain. Okay. Oh, you lucky boys and girls then. Right, I see this. This means that we can leave. What we're going to do, we're just going to get out of here. I'll have a look at the chat in a second. I didn't quite hear all of that. But yeah, that's you've got the best of it of the Pico then, by the sounds of things. We'll take this. We'll take this. And we're going to go and try Anakin. Try our luck. Oh. Oh, why are these alerted? They shouldn't be. Hello. Maybe the one was. Maybe we were a little close. Oh well, 3 headshots. Good job I didn't go for a smoke, isn't it? And away. I'm just going to get somewhere a little quieter. Well, this hasn't been the intro that I was wanting to a nice, slow, Fast and the Fletcherous session. Right, let's have a quick look now. Oh, hello, John Robertson. Yeah, sorry, I thought you said you lurk usually. Thank you for the info on Pico, because we're not going to know. But yeah, that's good. That sounds like you've got the best of it. If you've got sigils and you haven't got the updated damage system, have you got sigils? If you haven't got sigils, you're definitely missing out. But I think sigils came in before 6. Yeah. But yeah, the have you played it on the Quest as well? And do you see any difference? I know I did, or I felt I did. This could get nasty if we stick around. Let's just go, shall we? Divine Sights are always worth shooting off. There's the possibility that we'll get some free headshots. And they're not useful for much else. I could have kept those, but I'll do my arrow cycling here. Hello, Norb. What we are now looking for is we are cycling arrows for the perfect arrow. Azure's Fury is not that arrow. Cataclysm is also not that arrow. Volley 3 is not that arrow. Hand of God is also not that arrow. It's only 5. Winter's Bite is useful, but that's not what I want. I'm playing for safety here more than anything else. Cupid's Wrath, that'll do us. See you later, fellas. I'm out. So this is the reason why I do this, is I want to guarantee my first hit. I want to... Hello, Momity. I want to guarantee... So the reason why I'm going for this arrow is because I want to guarantee the first hit on Anakim at this cycle. We don't need to worry about Winter's Bite. Also, I don't want to have to fire a shot and potentially miss a Winter's Bite either, because that costs us life and I don't want to lose life. I'm sure I can make the shot. However, I am playing uber safe. The other benefit of homing arrows with this as well is I can launch and turn. And they should do the damage. And then we can put in some damage on these guys. I might even have time here to get some more off on him. Now, we know that there's knights coming. I'm going to try and keep them idle for as long as possible. It's at this stage that Anakim starts to become difficult. That Azure's Fury is not going to do us any favours. So this is about to get crazy. Hello, Christine. Now, the problem that we have here... Oh, yeah, sorry, cycle 5. The problem that we have here is Azure's Fury is not the arrow that we want. I'm going to try something. And I think by keeping enemies out of sight, it can potentially stop them being hit by Azures. But I am not... I know there's... No, it didn't. Hello, boys. Ah, oh, you prick. Oh, you prick. Oh, dear. Right. Well, let's try and get something going here. I want these guys to spawn. That's good. Bye-bye. We gotta move. Oh, that missed them all! Oh, good. Oh, good. We're on 3 life. Jesus. So, that hasn't worked out so well. Oh dear. Oh, you still got runner. Oh no. Oh, I might have to get a Pico. My beautiful, beautiful runner. I think we might, you know. Right, that's not a bad shout. I'm getting to the point now where I might have to burn him down. Which is what I'm hoping to do now. But the curse might not do what I want it to do. Now, let's see what we can do. Oh, I'd like to keep this. Hello, Sean. No worries, dude. Right, well, we're going to go for the kill here. Hopefully, those knights will stay put. Hopefully, that hand of God will stick around for a little while. There's a lot of hopefullys here. We haven't done well. Have not done well at all. But so the hope is now, and I do mean hope, to try and burn him down and not miss. That would also be hugely helpful. Ugh. This could be a really short stream, couldn't it? Ugh. Didn't see that one coming. Too cocky. Ah, dear. Oh, no. Well, looks like there goes my top 10. Or at least doing anything majorly. That was very unfortunate. Too far away and many, many holy lights. That was not so good. No, we can't do the stream of Shane. I've got plans for that. I've got plans. So, to be fair, I was thinking, what do I do here if I die? Because I am well out of Blacksmith on Fletcher. This is the first time I've done it for a while. So, what else have we got that we need to do? I mean, yeah, I know, right? Just end it there. I'll go and play private. Right, yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. Well, we could do... I want to carry on doing the Siege of Heaven side of things. No. I want to carry on doing the Siege of Heaven at a later date. I'll tell you... Yeah, I was thinking Fletcher on the crossbow. I could do some Siege, because I'm feeling the tracking's better now. And I'd like to try and do some more Siege of Heaven whilst the tracking's good. But then it is a Fletcher stream, and we've been going for what, all of about 5 minutes? So, yeah. Let's have a quick blast. Back in. Be fast. Play a little bit more aggressive. Well, I'll tell you what. Let me get a cycle done in my own particular style of this. And then we will... Oh, didn't check. I'm not Executioner Fletcher, and I will lose so much health. Gonna have to do something now, though. This doesn't help. The problem with doing this is I could lose a hell of a lot of life. But I suppose it is probably entertaining, isn't it? Let's see how serious I'm going to end up taking this. I mean, this is reasonably fast and furious, so I suppose it's not too bad. Yeah, it is the failure. It's, well, I say that. Yeah, previously I could get to, like, cycle 8. Now, on my first go, I've crashed out at cycle 5. So, Executioner isn't the way that I would normally do it. But what we are trying for here, as well as... Oh, you little shit. Oh, you little shit. It's probably as entertaining. It's probably a little bit more, actually, because there's more action. And you'll see that although I'm trying to go reasonably fast and keep moving, I am absolutely hammering the slow time button for the simple reason... Oh, we don't need to kill you then. For this, oh, maybe we do. Maybe we do if you're going to teleport in. For the simple reason that we are trying to keep our executioner bonus going. And the way we do that is by being quick, by being fast, and... Did I get the guys on top? I think I did. By being fast, killing quickly, and using executioner to really push our timer on. No, there is... Well... The thing is, I'm not being that fast, if I'm honest, Sean. It's more about movement and precision. Oh, I thought I just said that sentence and I thought that was a miss, if I'm honest. The one thing that I will say about playing it like this is... Because we're now getting more life, it is more viable because you are able to make more mistakes. There is, however, the other thing is damage-wise, we shouldn't, he says, be taking hits from enemies. Yeah, I know, right? So with this increase of health, this does kind of become a more viable strat. But as Sean's saying, it's not something that I think everyone can do well, because it's as much a problem with enemies and their erratic movements and the things that they do as much as hitting your shots. But hey, we like thought exercises, right? Everything's worth a test. There was one thing that I did want to test, which was something that... Yeah, don't worry about typos, dude. I make them all the time. Ow, miss. Typo miss. In fact, you would think the amount of typos that I make when I'm just chatting in general, you would think I have the most massive hands. It's not true. Honestly. Let's just go in. Now, one of the things that we still don't know, actually, JJ, you might, I don't know if you've tested it. Are we sure execution bonus can carry on into the pit? Yeah, typo auto, correct. What combo? Oh, come on now. Let me up. Yeah, that's fair. Oof, that was a timely dodge. Not in Cam's world. Vertical's the way though, Weebs. Oh well, it doesn't really matter at this stage. Right, you definitely need some. Have a headshot. I was hoping to get a better shot than that. I was wanting to kill that one. Well, that's slowed down significantly. So I suppose this is actually, if anything... Oh, come on, ghosts. Hope it got that... Yeah, it did. Oof. If anything, this shows off or accentuates the reason why I play the way that I play. Is look at this so far, through not too bad a technique I would like to think, I'm already 5 life down. Well, 6 because of the holy armor as well. And none of that, I do believe, is through hits. Now, you would expect to take damage playing like an idiot. Do need to get that orphan. Definitely, definitely. Snapping them fingers. I mean, at this rate, if I'm not clever, I won't be making it through the first level, let alone the first cycle. But no, you are quite right. It is practice. I need to be using more slow time. It's good. Good way. Oh, yeah. Yeah, don't I just... Yeah, that is so clear. Well, I don't know. I suppose it's... I mean, it's not clear as day, but it seems to me quite obvious that someone's put something on and forgotten to turn it off. This is a good arrow for the orphan. Let's go and sort that out first. Reckon she'll be over here then? What do you reckon? No? Okay. There she is. Well, we're right in the pocket. Hopefully you'll die to that. Yes, she did. And away. Yeah, ain't that the truth? Except when you miss, you can also be mortal as well. Not far off. That's a lot of ghosts. Oh, look at this. Stay there. Watch this. Oh, you were around the corner. Sorry, dude, you missed out. Oh, no, you did. Stop playing games with me, oh skeleton archer. Funny guy. So the other thing that we'll be able to do here as well is not only will we be able to do a life comparison, we'll also be able to do a health comparison, because I would like to think that I would be finishing this level I'd like to think that I would finish Anakim with full life. Sorry, 2 seconds, Cam. I'll have a look at that in a minute. Yes, I mean score comparison, but also life comparison, because for me, the whole reason why... what was that? You... I mean, we will do a purist stream. Not using slow time, it depends. It depends on what kind of stream you want. If you wanted, or it depends on what you want to see. If you want slow without slow time played well, then it will be a very, very slow and laborious process, and something that I'll probably get frustrated and bored with, and then speed up and take damage of my own accord. That is the battle for me in that kind of thing. The other way to play no slow-mo is ridiculously fast. I'll lose a life. Whether I can keep myself alive or not long enough to make an impact remains to be seen. Right, let's see what we're dealing with here. It just means it'll be, yeah, very slow-paced. Right, let's have a quick smoky. Yeah. So as I said, Cam's saying the same as I possibly thought as well, with hog placement. Right, so we're not doing too bad on the old life front, but we have got quite a bit to do here. I'm still going to execute the orphan as best as I can. Goodbye. Let's try and get some speed going. Yeah, she'll do that. One for you. Oh, almost missed you. None there. More targets. Quick. Oh, good job that was divine sight, or I've missed that as well. These are the ones that get me. Abominations and their stupid turns. That's a lovely courtyard of death. Ah. Turn. Let's get some arrows into his shield to get some decent ones. Oh. Yeah, LG's doing all right. Oh, good triple. Didn't do you guys? Should have. They have got the moves. They have definitely got the moves. It's those little twitches and the fact that they do them in the wrong direction as well. Like, you know, they're trying to turn to face me, but they end up turning around on the spot. Silly. That's why they're here, I suppose. No moves. But the wrong moves. Alright, let's clear the tops quick. Then we can descend on what's left. That's silly. Hopefully that lightning bolt will do the jerk. Hang on. God, it's like playing a tournament. Ooh, got a shard go. I suppose it's the other thing as well, is playing this way requires a little bit more concentration from me to at least keep the speed going anyway. Which might not be conducive to me keeping the talking going. Because unbeknownst to most people and the mysteries that surround the Silver-Tongued Devil, my mouth doesn't work completely independently from my brain, although there are times. Oh, fave to leave. Oh, okay. Yeah, thank you. Well, Fletcher's definitely... completely forgot about that. Oh, are we including the main modes in that as well? Are we including Siege within that? I think we should. What would be best here? Probably that. Ugh, holy light. You've come a long way, JJ, if you're putting Siege at the top. I remember a man who couldn't play Siege. And not that long ago either. But yeah, good man, good effort. I've always said Siege is a good one for... Right, let's just make sure I got everything, because to get a decent score out of this... So... let's have a think about that. Yeah, main mode, time sync, mortal, time sync. I'd put Fletcher the way that I like to play it in there. Because Fletcher doing just the orphans, just the bosses, it just, I can turn my brain off and just play that reasonably easy. There's not, or at least it fits within my skill set of just going for the one target, not having to concentrate too much. The only thing that I obviously need to do is get a bit more practice in on the bosses. Health situation is not looking good. But then this is... so I'd say Fletcher at the top, then probably Siege of Heaven below that. Main game. No, not main game. Probably pure... no, main game. Purist. And then Mortal right at the bottom. Oh, and then Runner right at the top of all of that. Hello, Indy. Right, let's get this guy burnt down. Oh, God, he died too quick. Now, why did he die so quickly? I know exactly why, do you? Let's have a quick wet. That was an example from what I can gather, hence why it took only like 4 arrows to take him down. That was an example of a glitched holy light, which I will try and show off. So that's still in the game. Oh yeah, the holy light took him down fast, but 1.3 damage with standard arrows. There was nothing special going on there. Would not take him down this quickly. This is where I'm going to die playing Executioner. Yeah, Siege is like a very close second for me. Let's see if we can get a Holy Light so I can try and show this off. So, what you need to know about Holy Light is normally... Ooh, Curse of God. That might help us. If it goes for the right things. And retreat. A little bit. Go back round the other way. No, we'll go down. That is a good question, actually, Indy. I don't know. It's not something. Oh, you little shitbag. All right, let's keep this scoring going. Damn you, Curse. Go the right way. Kill the Cupids. Gods be damned. So yeah, score-wise at the end of that, this is kind of the reason why I started doing the whole fast and fletcherous side of things. It's to try. They're trying to keep the game length down. That's all it is. But yeah, the reason why I play the fast and fletcherous way over this. Easy. Well, yeah, but you got to keep it. You want to see it execution, and that's the way it's got to be. We only took 1 hit, so that's not too bad. We're only going to get 3 life at the end of this. So I'm going to try and accommodate for that. Where did you come from? But yeah, the points difference. So I would normally, doing what I would do, finish Purgatory 1 with probably... Let's see. No worries, Indy. Thanks for jumping by. Oh, let's get this in here. That's a good one to have. There isn't much around, though. Risky shot. Cheeky. Yeah, I mean, I'm always a person that I don't like just hit pools. Health points increasing. I like to see more enemies, but I obviously understand that they're at a point where they probably can't do that without slowing the game down. But then having said that, they do have a system where things spawn in. So why can't there be more enemies, and then as you're killing things, more things spawn in on top of them? Oh, you're hiding in here too. Shit. Oh, hit the shield. Lovely. Stop there. Played for and got. That was quick enough, right? There's an explosive arrow there. Sorry, guys. Volley for you. So... yeah, for me then, this whole fast and fletcherous thing, doing it this way is not worth the risk to life points for the small, or in my opinion anyway, the small amount of points gain. Looks like all of them. It's also, when I was looking at Fletcher originally, I think the very first time I played it, I remember just jumping in both feet on Paradise Lost and died so fast. Yeah, it's one of those things, isn't it, with like how much is potentially old tech holding us back. And don't get me wrong, I've got nothing against anybody who wants to play on the older stuff, but Facebook should have a better system in play so that Quest 1s don't hold the Quest 2 side of things back. Alright, let's keep that speed up. Slowing down here. Alright, hopefully that curse will do a bit. Doubt it. Oh, hello. Well, as I say, this is... I want more enemies in the game, and to be fair, as I was saying a minute ago, the system that they have actually could... I don't know, I assume it could accommodate it. If the enemies don't count as an asset until something's dead and they spawn in, then do we have limits? Oh, you little shit. You were waiting for that one. Let's deal with you first. And then you. And then one of them. Hopefully that'll do some work. But then that's the thing, is by having it so that enemies spawn in, like, almost randomly. Let's just block that axe in case it does do us damage. By that happening, I think it would give us potentially the challenge that we're after, because trying to lure people in, lure individual enemies in, would then become not a null and void tactic, but it would just be a dangerous proposition. Maybe that's what we need. You'd have to adapt your game, but you would do it so that starts happening from, say, cycle 10 and onwards. The rule of 17 still is in play to help with the processing, but just add more enemies to the level, and then you would maybe look at a courtyard and be like, well, okay, there's 17 there, but there'd be another 5 to 10 in reserve, and then as you start killing some, others spawn in and would be aggroed at the same time as spawning in. I mean, you want to end runs sooner, which is what Super Bright have originally done what they're doing for. That was awfully close, wasn't it? Then that would be one way to do it, but I would imagine they haven't done that because it's not feasible. Oh, let's go and get that orphan. I may not be allowed to fast and Fletcherous it, but I'm still going to execute the orphan. Bam. Oh, worst miss ever. Ow. Try and get those. Get you. Oh, come on, Missy. Hold still. Hold still for me. That red light down there. Cat 5s. It's just way too many things that can go wrong with random arrows by going after everything, I feel. Which is why I always try to mitigate the risk with doing what I'm doing. But it will be nice if I can make it. I'm sure I can. If I can make it past... Don't! Oh, you... if I can make it past cycle 1, which I'm sure I'm capable of doing, be nice to see the difference in score. And I think playing this way, and I'm not playing particularly fast either, but playing this way, I should be on for, I don't know, 550,000 potentially, maybe less than that, maybe 500,000. So 200,000 would be the difference. That's a lot of arrows. Where are you all coming from? That can't be just you. Cupid volley right there. Oh no, he's got a friends. He's got a friends. Lots of them. Right, there was a red knight down here that needed doing. Or did we get him? Nope. If I can hit one of these, should take the rest out. Jump to him. Jump to that one? No. It's like shots like that, having to make those shots consistently and continuously is just reeks of bad news to me. Although having said that, I still do like playing this way. I just think the executioner's style is it's not more efficient, but it's, I don't know, in a weird way, it's safer. And because I'm killing everything in every part of the level as well, I feel quite invested within this run, which I don't usually. Like, usually my runs are very throwaway, which is why you don't see me crying over the spilt milk of Anakin 5 death. Although that was completely my own fault. Should have accommodated for those holy lights. And didn't. But we're in... could be in reasonably good shape. Right, let's get you off. Yeah. But hey, I'll give anything a go. As I said, we'll do a cycle this way. At least it's quick. We'll do a cycle this way. See what the score's like. I can tell you that I would finish... Oh, hold that curse. I can tell you that I would finish a cycle doing it the fast and Fletcherous way at about 300,000 on a good day. And I reckon it'll be about 500,000. Possibly more if I was going better. That was a divine sight, yes it was. Oh. Trying to risk it all for the quick kills. Oh, we should be alright. 2, 2, 2. Yeah, streamer's luck! But then that's the problem is, again, that's lucky that I got 3 lots. So that's 33%. 3% twice. So yeah, doing it fast in the Fletcherous way, 300k. Doing it this way, 600k. But I feel like I am, I don't know, not moments from death, but the potential for going down fast is very high. We all know how most of these sigil modes, did those cupids just smash into each other? What great arrow. We all know that the potential for these games going amazingly, having an amazing run until you're really bloody not, and then you're dead, that's mortal, that's purist. In the way that this is, that's Fletcher. I mean, it's probably Fletcher as well in the other way. See, other problem that we have as well here is I'm not going to be cycling my arrows as well, so there's no guarantee that I'll come up against the orphan with the right arrow, which, I mean, the argument is if you're killing everything around them very fast, then that doesn't matter. Where's that? Up there somewhere. I'll wait for you to come to me. Yeah. I mean, I like the challenge as well, don't get me wrong. But I'm always after a way for everybody to be able to do well. I mean, I do like rules, Cam. I do get that as well. But it's, I suppose the other thing for me, from the perspective of my amount of play at the moment, is a lot of my play is being done on stream. I've got a lot of other directions and a lot of other things to investigate. So a lot of what I'm doing, play and practice-wise, is what you see me doing here, believe it or not. And so this, I mean, it allows me to. It means that I can stay on top of things. You know, bring a tournament on, and I'll be whaling time back into the game again, I'm sure. Woo! Where did that come from? No, I definitely get that. And that is a thing. But it's definitely a time thing as well. Is I don't have anywhere near as much time to play as I used to. Which then means, and like, you know, I've always said, I'll continue to do IDU reasonably often. But if I can find a way to do something particularly quickly... So, I suppose it goes in line with something that JJ will be familiar with. He'll usually get to the end of the season, and because of time constraints... Oh, I shouldn't be stopping, should I? The problems with Executioner. To be fair, I probably lost the bonus already. One of the things that I know he does is he'll come waltzing in at the end of a season, having put some decent siege scores up, and then just do enough to get, like, you know, top 100, top 50, top 10, because he knows he can. He'll still do it in as time-saving a route as possible. This is a bad idea. And I suppose that's kind of what I've found in Fletcher, but on top of that, I found it quite enjoyable. Or at least this style of play. I would argue that this is probably the way that you are supposed to play it, because you're going to maximise... Oh, we're going to go get that orphan now. I can hear you, and I've got a good arrow lined up for you. Now, if you can stay there, please. Thank you. Stay. Stay. Rubbish. And freeze. Nice lot of... Oh, no. Wasn't. Yeah, those summers. Thing is, as well, they're not even worth that many points. And they can become quite the threat. Oh, Tempest. I'll take one of those for that. Thank you very much. You mean nothing to me because you're not worth points. And that's probably Executioner gone. Oh, maybe not. No, I would have thought so. So for those of you... I'll try and explain it as I'm going along. For those of you who are unfamiliar with the Executioner bonus... It is conferred, or what we've been told, because I still think there's possibly more to it that the programmers themselves don't even know, potentially. What we have been told is that... need to get you guys. Come on. Is... getting your first kill. So say, for instance, you start the game. Your first kill, once you've started the game, starts a 10-second timer. Each kill that you get, whilst within that 10-second timer... hand of God. That ain't gonna help. Each kill you get within that 10-second timer adds another second onto the time. And also, each kill that you get... I'm gonna have to take the shot, aren't I? Don't like it. Each kill that you get not only adds a second, but it also adds to what is your executioner bonus. This is different from the marksman. So ideally, you want to be doing the executioner style of play with headshots to maximize the points. So where do we get to? Each kill... God, that was the worst curse. That wasn't even tricksy movement. That was just bad shooting. So you have this 10-second timer. Each kill that you get adds 1 second to that timer. Each kill that you get up to a maximum of 20 gives you an additional executioner score, regardless of where you hit the enemy. And then, as I say, you can add to your marksman score by ensuring that those hits are to the head. So, because a lot of what we're going to be doing, a lot of the death that we're going to be bringing in this mode is going to be effects and not so much headshots, Executioner fits in very nicely with this style of play. I thought I'd missed that as well. All 3. Turn to face me. Turn to me. Thank you. All the headshots. Lovely. So it does suit this style of play in that you can kill a lot of things quickly, and that's things killed by you and your arrows, or effects that your arrows bring, or explosions or anything. It doesn't have to be you that's doing the killing, it can be the arrow effects that's doing it as well. So things like Curse of God and Pestilence and various area of effects. Curse particularly, as it is moving along and doing kills, it's doing work for you whilst you can concentrate on other things. Now, the problem with that is playing the execution style in the normal mode, because we've got vanilla arrows, works. Oh no, sorry, the time is never capped at 10. The time can go up, as we understand it, indefinitely. What is capped is the kill executioner amount. Sorry, what did you say? Sorry, I might have misunderstood that. I don't think my cap is time. Yes, sorry, I didn't realise that was a question, because it doesn't say it as a question. Sorry, Keith. So yes, you're quite right. The time isn't capped. You should be able to drive it up, I would imagine, indefinitely. I don't see why they would put a cap on it, because you would not, the way that the game is in the current system, that you wouldn't be able to drive it up quick enough to be able to get much past, I don't know, 30, 40 at a push, at a big push. Because one of the things that I believe I could also speculate on as well is, although... No, an indicator would be nice. That was another thing that was asked for by myself and JJ. Some sort of flash on the bow, or, like, I don't know, like a glow effect. And obviously the ability to have that on or not, because there's some people that don't care about Executioner, and there's some people like me and JJ that do. But it is, so herein lies the problem with Executioner. In this mode, it's not too bad. You're putting lots of damage across. You've got lots of moody special arrows with all these effects. You can wipe out an area with the right combination of arrows, like that. You can wipe out an area of enemies quite quickly with the right combination of arrows. And you can have one of those then very quickly and get your executioner bonus going. Even in Fletcher at the higher cycles, you will struggle, because none of the special arrows really are good enough to take lots of heavy health pool enemies down quickly. You can have that though. Like for instance, Cupid Wrath times 3. That and Divine Sight are probably the arrows that won me the bow on the last tournament, because we were only dealing with cycle 1. Yes, I'll assume that was a question because I don't know, but yes, definitely. We are it has to, because some of the executioner scores that you can get, you should not be able to get if that is not how it works. Again though, having said that, we haven't had definite confirmation. The only thing that we're really going off of, and again this is kind of, I think JJ would agree with this as well. I've said it previously in other videos that I've done, is that, now let me get this finished up a second, that if you can see the timer, then it is not then, what did that get? Yeah, it did. If you can see the timer, then slow time does not have an effect on it. If you can't see the timer, this is just to give us some general rules. If you can't see the timer, then slow time does have an effect on it. Yeah, that was going to be my next point, is that you can milk a lot more points out of marksman than you can out of execution. Hopefully that's going to travel downstairs. Will it travel to him? Might do. Nope. Good old curse. So, where were we with that? Can't remember now. Let's get you sorted. Let's get you done. Let's get you done. We'll wait for that to disappear before we jump in. This is where I've taken the vast majority of my hits, which is why I have my rules for Within Agony. Oh God, I've lost my train of thought now. Well, there's a thing. So, yeah, moving on to what Cam's saying, and this is part and parcel of the reason why... Go on, go. It's part of the reason why Executioner is kind of... It's good for tournament play, but kind of irrelevant for everything else. Because sitting back and making those long-ranged headshots, providing you can, is a lot more lucrative, and it always has been. Even back to the days of, here it comes ladies and gentlemen, even back to the days of Barrage of Needles, still, when it used to be a very heavy scoring headshot arrow, still, Marksman technically trumped it because it required no resources, i.e. Barrage of Needles, special arrows. Oh, that's a good arrow for in here. Go and do your thing, not you. Gonna travel? Gonna travel? Gonna travel? Lovely. I'll save this for this room then. Oh, they all went in. So, yeah, for me, even if Barrage of Needles was a headshotty arrow, and that does then bring Executioner back into the fray. But yeah, technically Barrage of Needles was Marksman, but we all used to embrace it for what it was, which is where you combined it with the Executioner. But yeah, a lot of the points from it came in, but it made Executioner valid, at least. And so therein lies the problem, is the Executioner style of play is trumped outright by the Marksman style of play, for more to do with the fact that it is a lot less dangerous. Want to see a poor man's Barrage of Needle shot? That's worth a lot of points. Well, is it? It's not worth that many, but it is worth some. But my investigation into that has it's nowhere near the level of points that you can get. Oh, Nowhere near the level of points you used to be able to get out of Barrage of Needles. A double Barrage of Needles quiver used to be worth, at its height, I think I worked it out to about 390,000 per barrage of barrage times 2, and that's when they were 39 arrows in a quiver. I think with Shrapnel Blast, you could probably get maybe, I don't know actually, probably not even 100,000 extra out of them. But the problem is, unlike Barrage of Needles, it's so much effort to do. You either have to wait for the scenario that I got, which I got there, where you have one enemy stacked up behind another close enough that you can hit one of them, and then all the shrapnel goes into the face of the one behind. Now, you can construct that scenario by using Winter's Bite, but then we're using even more resources for a not even that great a scoring technique. And on top of that as well, oh, there's more enemies in here. We should be killing them, really. Oh, why didn't the third one go? And on top of that as well, Winter's Bite is a resource that we need for bosses, and Winter's Bite is also taking that valuable HP off of enemies as well, with which, you know, it's part and parcel of how we score. If an enemy has a lot of life and you can put multiple headshots on them, happy days. Not to mention as well that Shrapnel Blast, especially when you want it for, like, when I was practicing with it and trying to get it down, it's actually quite rare. Quite rare an arrow. I think it's tiered in with the likes of Hand of God and Divine Sight ×5 and Cat 5s, and so it's very high tier. So getting multiple of them can be an absolute pain in the arse. Which again makes it very difficult. It then means that it, like, one of the problems with Barrage of Needles back in the day is it was very quiver heavy, in that you would eat your quivers alive trying to fuel it to get extra points, which is why, to be fair, Barrage of Needles being taken away was probably one of the best things for my long game, because all of a sudden I had all of these extra quivers to play with, to do the bosses with, as opposed to just eking it out and playing it riskily, and sometimes playing it too riskily, and not leaving, scoring lots of points and really well, but not leaving myself enough resources to finish the bosses, or overestimating my abilities and not leaving myself enough. Ugh, like that. Well, that's another life lost. I suppose we're not doing too bad on life. Not that high, to be honest. I think it was my gasp stream. I think that was the highest one that I... highest cycle that I did. But it's, for me, it's more... I mean, don't get me wrong. The problem that I have with streaming higher cycles is, like I know you do as well, Cam, I consider it quite boring. I don't want to watch really high cycle play because of the way that it needs to be played to play it properly. And therein lies the problem, is the showman within me starts to take over. And then I start taking silly risks, or worse, and this is more likely, I just get lost in conversation. I'm here to chat as much as I am to play, probably more so to chat than I am to play. And that's a deadly and dangerous thing. But you'll note that now that I'm starting to, like, the level's starting to get complete, I've done most of the bits and pieces, is that I'm getting the brain capacity, I'm starting to get my brain around it a little bit, I'm starting to get the brain capacity again to talk at a reasonable amount. Because we don't want a silent stream. Well, don't know, after a while, maybe you do. Ooh. I mean, mine can, but very specifically, JJ. I can do both the things, but the thing is, it's never going to be at your best, is it? Like, you know, it's why I've said Mortal, if I want to put a decent score on the board, will have to be played in such a manner that not only do I not want to stream it because I think it would be boring as fuck, but I don't want to even play it because I think it would be boring as fuck. I mean, don't get me wrong, there is reason to... Yeah, go on, Cam. Alright, let's see if we can get Asmo done, and then we'll do a score check. I'd like to think we're getting close to 500,000. What do we reckon? Numbers in the chat. So we were at 242,000, or 245,000, coming off of Anakin. I haven't checked yet either. I won't. We were 242,000 coming off of Anakin. I don't think I've done particularly well on a speed front. There is in the first cycle, definitely. Ooh. This has just given me an idea, actually. This could be one of the ways that I could do competitions. Okay. Yeah. Nope. Uh-oh. Oh, I took an unnecessary hit there. So that is one of the problems with doing this teleporting away technique. You have got to look away, because if you don't, you can end up with the skulls coming in front of you, and then your teleport arrow hitting one of them as you're trying to go. Maybe I should, because I find this incredibly risky. Ugh. One divine sight and you can end up taking a hit there. Huh? Come on now. Oh, I hope we didn't see that. I didn't. That wasn't up long enough. No pausing. No going back in the stream. Don't you dare. That was loss of tracking. Which I will note as well, I've been moving... Oh, we do need to get that curse down. That'll help us. I've been moving my... Yes, you did. I didn't see it. Well, I might have seen a little bit. I've got an inkling. I still think I'm on for 500,000, I reckon. Right, you do your thing. Yeah, that was tracking that caused that, unfortunately. Me trying to get my hand back. But yeah, I'm still moving the caster around within my play space to try and get the optimal location for it, so that the light is the IR light is bouncing around the room nicely. I do get the impression that I could just change the overhead bulb and it would be fine, but you know, I'm a techie kind of guy and I got techie stuff lying around, so I'll try the techie solution first. As I said, it seems to have got a lot better. I was cursing every other shot previously, or at least it kind of felt like it. Divine Sight 3, that'll do us. Yeah, I can't justify that if I'm honest, Keith. Oh, I don't think it'd be that much. I would love to get the Quest controllers. If they were sent to me by Meta, no one else, I would send them back if anybody else sent me them. If they were sent me by Meta, I would happily do a full-on review for them and test them and really put them through their paces with the likes of IDU. However, that's not going to happen. Or not for a while yet, anyway. And also £300 for something that could potentially be coming with what I'm going to be getting next, which will probably be the Quest 3. Well, yeah, I mean, I suppose you've got spares then, which is always nice. But I have heard good things. As I said, I'd love to, but it's not a purchase that I could justify at the moment. As I said, my controllers aren't bad enough. See, thing is, it's something that I will potentially have to start weighing up, because none of my sticks are on the way out yet, but the controllers are out of warranty. No, there's lots of other games that would benefit from Pro controllers. Broken Edge would definitely benefit from controllers. You have to be more precise in that over a much... Oh, we might as well kill everything, haven't we? Executioner bonus. Look, Mom, I'm killing all the enemies. When does this ever happen? Yeah, I think it's just the regular joke, Keith, of there's other games other than IDU? What? Yeah, I would imagine they'd be good for that as well. Oh, triple. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's one more going towards Divine Sight times 5. Oh, there's the cats. Bam! That's the arrow that we wanted. See, again, because I'm trying to go for, I should really just kill the monk, makes it more difficult to get here on time to then cycle arrows through Asmo. So, any more last guesses on the score before I pick up these health and head out? Give you a little bit of time. 1, 2. No doubles that time. I know. Anyone else who wants to have a pitch in, I'm just going to have a quick wet of water and a smoke. And then I think we'll go and play some Siege. Because I haven't played Siege for ages. And I am more confident in my IR caster position that I won't be losing tracking all the time. I'm trying to think of some other games that would benefit. I think you guys are way too high. I don't think I was going fast enough to be able to do that. I don't think I was hitting enough headshots. But regardless, so, big reveal. I would expect to be at this stage at maximum life. I would have expected to have done it in half the time. Probably. Because, well, no, probably less than half the time. I would expect it to be at maximum life, but I would expect to be on a good run at 300,000, and we are at... Ooh, that's a lot higher than I thought it was. 550,000. So that's... Oh, yeah, 5.5. That's not bad. It's not bad. It's better than I thought it was going to be, if I'm honest. So, you'll have to work it out amongst you who was the winner, because... I don't remember any of the scores that were said. I think someone was close. I couldn't tell you who that someone was. I was thinking, because that was... I know it's been brought up. Nice, very good. One of the things that I was potentially considering within the stream of pain that I keep banging on about. So one of the things I was thinking with this whole stream of pain was I could potentially do your guys' challenges until a certain point, and then get you guys to guess score for a game. And then that way, it doesn't really incentivize you guys to get me killed, though, and that's what I'm trying to work out. But then maybe that's another idea for a different stream. We shall We shall see. Anyway, right, where do we need a decent score? Where can I get a decent score? Definitely need a decent score there. Where are we on the totals? Nowhere. How much have I done? Nothing. Top 100 though, and that's through playing, what, one map? And doing it really badly? Am I even on that map? No. Which one did I do? Yeah, no worries, Cam. I know you're a fan. 1.6? That's rubbish. I mean, I can do. I'm happy to, but to be fair, it's a good job we got JJ in the chat because he's probably doing as well as I would normally do. But let's see if the one thing that I will say, here come the excuses, get ready. The one thing that I will say is, and I'm sure JJ will agree with me as well, is a particular map does need playing over and over and over again. I'm actually getting quite a bit of interference there. I wonder what that is. A particular map needs playing over and over and over again. We've got a decent amount of battery left. Has that sorted it out? Still very juddery. Might have to restart here. Let's have a go. Yeah, cheers, Cam. Thanks for joining. Oh, it's stopped now. I was getting a lot of, like, it was almost tearing little black downlines on all of the architecture when I moved, but it's stopped now. That's good. Cool. So yeah, each map takes a lot of time and you'll progressively get better. That's fine, Cam, you do you. Not Cam, that's fine, Norb, you do you. I'm happy to be background noise for anybody. Oh. Well, that's what he says. You don't know how much time that guy's got. That was a really rubbish first wave. No, that's fair. I mean, he does know all the bits and pieces, and then there's the potential that there's things that he hasn't shown us. So, that's always a thing, isn't it? Forbidden techniques. Like fruit. Let's see if we can get this spicy little gap. Lovely. That's just to get a little bit of an early score going, but it doesn't really help us on the front that we need, which is more arrows. So we can't really keep that combo going. Oh, could have. So yeah, as far as the score breakdown is concerned, you'll see I shouldn't be going for those shots. I don't think I'm well practiced enough on this to be doing this. That's bad. Not the headshot we were looking for. Ah! That wasn't even a shot. I can't even say that was down to a shuffle. Right. The one thing that I might have to start doing, I might have to conform on Siege if I want to push myself any further. I might have to start doing what everybody else on the top slots do and start putting incursions down. I just don't. It's because I don't want to have to waste money on the resources. That's a lie. There's some levels that I do that on, but not many. Not often. I put down some very... Oh, that was lucky. I've put down some very specific ones on Anakim's Advance. Are you going to go down at a point that I can get you? Not really. Alright, let's see if we can start reining in those perfects. So yeah, I'll try and give you some advice as I'm going along, but it's a bit of a learning process again for me. Remember rightly, we need to get a Hand of God down in a couple of waves' time. I think it was wave 5. Boo. Well, there's the perfect. Right. Hand of Gods. We do need some of these. I'd prefer to have bought more Tempests, if I'm honest. But we are going to need those. It's risky if I don't get them now because they might not come back up again. Hello, K2. I died very quickly on Fletcher. Anakin 5 done me hard. Got so many holy lights. It's unreal. But hey, that's part of the beauty of Fast and the Fletcherous. Because what I'm thinking of doing is I'll get back to cycle 5 in my own time. Because it'll take me about an hour. Or, well, probably an hour and a half, 2 hours. And then we'll continue another one at another time, if I get chance. Yeah, I know, right? No one was more surprised than I. No, but then having said that, you know, this is what you do when you go balls to the wall style and haven't been playing for a while. So, but hey, it was the first one of the season as well. That's my first proper Fletcher run, and 8th. So that's that was bad. That was so bad. I shouldn't have gone for that shot. There goes the perfect. But again, it's not too bad. At this stage, we're still kind of farming. Oh, I thought she was going to go then. So what I tried to do there is build a decent combo up before I put the shot into the orphan, because I know I'm going to use the Tempest on the orphan. I also purposely let the orphan get very far away so that it becomes at least a long shot, if not a sniper shot. Yeah, the way that I went about it was wrong. So, but again, it's one of those things, it might have been as much... It might have been as much as that they've changed things slightly. I don't know, but I doubt it. Again, though, it's just being out of practice. I haven't played Fletcher for a while. So, but then that's the... I suppose, as I said, the point is, I don't really care that I died at Anakin 5. Normally, you'd expect my trademark out of me, but you got nothing other than laughter, because it doesn't matter. I can get back there so quickly. And hopefully that shows you guys that, you know, 1.3 million on Fletcher is, I'm not going to say easily. I've forgotten to put the Hand of God down. It is this wave, isn't it? Or is it 6? No, it's not. Right, so what I should have done is put a Hand of God down, and I forgot. Or I think it's here. I want to try and get... Are they not doing it? Or is it 6? Oh, maybe it's 6. No, I swear they do it on 5 as well. Right, let's get that perfect. There's a lot of headshots to be had here. Oh! It is 6, isn't it? Got it. That's that headshot. It's a hard headshot to make as well. That one's an easier one and missed it. Fuck's sake, misses the easy headshot, nails the hardest one going. Blithering idiot. Right, we'll have more Tempests. Okay, Hand of God down. So, as I remember it, because it has been a while, so what I found with that shot, the way that I'm doing it is I am doing that little, as I've talked about previously with getting headshots on Cupids, doing that little just as you fire to try and pull the arrow into the head. So I'll try and demonstrate. So if I was tracking the Cupid... No, I won't demonstrate with the Hand of God. That'd be a stupid idea. If I was tracking the Cupid, say he's moving from left to right here, I would track the body and then go and move it slightly. It is just practice, dude. You get practice hitting Cupid headshots. It's just the one thing that I found about Cupid headshots. It's just the audacity of trying to pull them off. And then you'll start finding that you'll start hitting them. And you'll start finding that you'll start getting more consistent with them. It's easier to do on Anakim. It's easier than you think. But with that shot that goes across there, I would lead, and note how I normally play vertical, but for this one, I play, for that shot specifically, I play Barbarian, and I go like whatever this is, diagonal. That's the angle, and I would follow it up and then do that little. I think a lot of players do that. I don't think I'm the only one, but I could be wrong. So, but yeah, learning. I shouldn't be missing shots. You're fine. You're still learning. Top 10, you can call yourself at the top 10 material, and you will get there as well, I think, K2. Then you can start calling yourself an idiot. Until that time, you are fine. So what I'm going to do here is I've got Hand of God. I want to pop a Hand of God down in this sort of area, and I want to put it down before the wave starts. And I also want that Hand of God to be in effect as long as possible. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fire that arrow and have my arrow aimed at the bell. The moment I hear the Hand of God shot land, I'm going to fire my arrow at the bell. The reason why I am doing that, if I fire, because I found this out, if I fire my Hand of God and then shoot the bell before the Hand of God lands, it will count as a miss for the next wave, even though the arrow was shot before the wave began. So you have to let the arrow land and take effect and hit before you hit the bell. Otherwise, it counts as a miss. So just bear that in mind. One of the ways that I've said about putting these Hand of Gods down, yeah, I learned it a very hard way. When you are embracing this technique of putting Hand of Gods down at the start of waves, and it's so that you can bunch enemies up and get easier shots on them. A good way to gauge where your arrow is going is if you've got a reasonably steady shot. So there is ideally where I want to be putting my Hand of God, because this is the other thing. We don't want to be wasting these. These are one of our resources. So what I would do is I would fire a few shots. I'm doing a lot more than I normally would. It's probably going to mess me up more than anything else. I'm doing a few more than I would normally would. And this is just to gauge if I do a shot, gauge my shot consistency, and then what I would do is change to Hand of God and just fire one off, and that's kind of where I want it. Now I'm going to immediately fire at the bell, and away we go. So my hog is down. What should happen is the guys here will spawn, get slowed down. Notice how they're now starting to group up quite nicely. And what I also want to do, if I'm going to be extra special, is hit that bell before I take the shot. Like that. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, it's only 100,000. That's not that great. That Cupid is potentially worth going after, but I think that might be a waste of a hog at this point. If I can keep the combo going, I will, but I missed it. Oh no, it's still going. It's still going. We're still good. We're still good. I'll take another headshot from you. I'll have an arrow from you. Oh, I got it as well. And then at this point, anything that's moving fast so that I can maintain my perfect, I will just go for body shots. Because I do not want to miss an arrow at this stage. Because if I do, it is worth quite a lot of points. We'll do the furthest along guy so that the Cupid, I have some time to react to him, and there we go there. I thought that was a neck shot then. So that is 122,000 from the perfect and 122,000 from the wave. And so that's only at wave 7. Now, it's worth, although that is a good use of a Tempest and a good use of a Hand of God, it's still using quite a lot of resources. Oh, look at the RNG on this. Cataclysm, thank you very much. It's still using quite a lot of resources for not that much of a score in the grand scheme of things. But what is it doing for us? gives us lots of gold at the medium sort of, at the point where you're starting to look at your run and go, we're not doing too bad here. We're not doing too bad. Having a lot of gold at this stage means that you can then, I always say in games that if you can get a decent economy, you can kind of out-economy the game. Now, we don't need much more in the ways of Hand of God, but it's only 34,000. We've got a lot, so I'll pick them up, but I won't be buying any more of those. Remember as well, the more of a particular arrow you buy, regardless of whether it is ×1, ×2, or ×3, it will then multiply the next instance of that arrow by, I think, 2. We can test that, actually. I think it's 2, but it's been a while. I'll buy an incursion. That's 10,000. So the next incursion, if it's a ×1, should be 20,000. If it's a ×2, will be 40,000, and if it's a ×3, will be 60,000. So this is why always buy the ×3 variants, because I don't actually think it works like that. But we'll test. Someone keep a reminder. It's 10,000 on the incursion, and we'll find out. The long and the short of it is, you should always be buying the ×3 of a thing, never buy the ×1 of a thing, because it's just multiplying what the arrow is going to cost further down the line without you actually getting many instances of said arrow. I know someone in the chat does it a lot, buys the ×1 variants, and I always tell him off for doing it. JJ, take a bow. Oh, hello, skeleton. I was having a smoke. How very dare you, sir? Oh. I wasn't ready for that shot, if I'm honest. Hence why I bodied him. But it means that we haven't had a miss so far, which is good. Now, headshots only. Let's go. So, what are we aiming for here? Well, we are trying to build up a reasonable arsenal of arrows. We're looking for getting together a good arsenal, a good number of arrows. And that's so that we can... Oh, look at that! On the fly headshot. There you go, incursion ×2. So that was 10,000. So, no, it's 2.5 then, is that? 1 times... Yeah, always buy everything on wave 15. I mean, the ones that you need. Because, yeah, at wave 15... I mean, you can get to the point where you've got that much money. Well, I would argue if you're getting to the point where you've got that much money that you can buy everything on wave 14, you have probably got a very good score going. So what's that? 10,000 on incursion. Hello, Fee. 10,000 on incursion. We bought that. So if it was worth then... If it was then double that, it would be 20,000 for a single. So it should be 40,000 for a double, but it's 34. So it's not ×2, but it does get... It's like there's interest on arrows as you purchase them. And it just gets worse and worse and worse. One of the other things to do as well, when you get to the point of... When you get to headshotting Cupids, because you'll get there, just keep watching, I'll get you there. When you get to that point, you will start stacking arrows behind you. But you need to know about this anyway, because you get arrows stacked up behind you for orphan kills. These arrows, if they are things that are useful to you and you are used to scoring well and buying lots of things from the shop, do not pick them up until you need them. There are times when you'll want to buy things from the shop and you might be maxed out on the arrows that you're on. That then means that you either have to replace another quiver, which isn't usually a problem, but it could mess you up. I like to have my quiver set out a specific way. I do not want to be pulling a Tempest from here. It will ruin me. It will ruin my consistency and my accuracy. Why? I don't fucking know. It just will. So leave those there until you need them. Refresh and pick them up between waves. Try not to do it in the middle of a wave either. That's always a bad shout. So wave 8. So wave 4. Wave 4. That shouldn't be a thing. the arrows should be lifted up like they are on the 360 on the Siege Royale. So, yeah, he's quite right, though. You could be sat here and you could have arrows in your face, and I think we've all done that. It's not too bad on Saints, and you won't get enough arrows for it to be a problem. It can be a problem on Anakin's Advance. It can be a big problem on Anakin's Advance. So the other thing to know as well is orphans always appear on the same wave. On cue, darling. Well done. Let's see if we can get some points out of this one. So that should get us the ×2 bonus on her. Oh, that's worth taking, I think. Maybe not. Now let's body short these dudes. Might have been a bit short-sighted of me raging. Yes, it was. Yes, that was the thing we did. I might have been better off. That ×4 was a worthwhile opportunity shot. I would probably have been better off letting her go further and get round the corner, because there is a times not a ×2. There's a shot back here. I'll make the shot so you can see it. The orphan can go here, and there is a shot that you can make from there, where if you hit the head, you'll get the double gap shot as well, and a long shot. Yes, Nefarious Invasion. That's the one with the summon. I ain't playing that. I hate that one. Horrible. JJ? So Rage is double the score again, I think. The difference between a headshot and a body shot on an orphan, I think, is something like 70% on top again. And then the Rage doubles this total. And then the perfect on top of that doubles your actual total. JJ's the one with the math on all of this. I just know what the shots that I want to make look like. I don't exactly know exactly what every single shot scores. That's, as I say, that's Elite J's territory, not mine. He's the mathlete of the two of us. I just make the shots. I just work here. So, but it's worth knowing. But then the thing is, you don't need to worry. Oh, headshots ×2. I thought it was a little less than that. The one thing that I would say is, if in a scoring mode, if a particular thing is more, and we know it's more, then you don't need to worry about what it is, and if you don't make that shot, because you should be making that shot. Oh, I shouldn't have changed target then. It does indeed. Let's have that one. Damn it. One. Note how I'm trying to let the skull get away as far as possible so it doesn't blow up too many of the enemies that I'm trying to headshot. I never do this. This is going to mess me right up, I'm sure. If you do Hand of God at this stage, try and let the enemies go as deep as possible so that the Cupid flies through as much. God, he got some angle on that. So that the Cupid has to fly through the Hand of God as much as possible. I hate Hand of Godding and farming enemies here, but I'm a bit out of practice again, so that's the reason why I dropped that, because I saw an opportunity. But the reason why I don't like Hand of Godding here and trying to get the Cupids out of that, it's a great way to practice your 3 headshots in a row. Hand of Godding one of the enemies, even a body shot, and then slowly doing the 3 over with headshots. Great way to get your consistency up. When you get to a level, you shouldn't need that. I know some of the lads, again, the top players, use Hand of God in this area because it's easier for farming. But my argument is, especially on the level that I see people do it the most, is, well, you need your Hand of God, so you are then in essence trading a resource for the potential of getting something the same, if not better. If you can get multiple Cupid headshots out of the one Hand of God, then fair enough, it becomes a decent trade. But you should be able to get those headshots anyway. But yeah, Hand of God for slowing the crowd. Remember to hit something as well. It doesn't have to be a headshot, but remember to hit something, because you don't want to give up your perfect score for not missing any shots. So this is what I was talking about. We have a ×1 Tempest here. I do not want to pick that up because I'm only getting one Tempest, and the score, the amount that the gold will multiply will do the same, be it a Tempest ×1, a Tempest ×2, or a Tempest ×3. We've actually got a decent number of Tempests for the shot that we have to make, so we're not too bad. So let's see what damage we can do. Now, what we are looking for on wave 13 is where that red knight is. We are looking at trying to get a headshot on him whilst he is in the 4x area that spawns back there, and we are making it a double gap shot by firing through those 2 gaps. We are looking to be in combo when we do it. The further along the combo we are, the better for our multiplier. We are looking at potentially raging that shot, so ringing the bell before we take this bingo shot. And on top of all of that, you kind of need to get a little bit lucky as well, because Tempests aren't the most reliable things for headshots, and that's what you're going to be using to make those bingo shots. I felt like when I've been at my best, I was starting to get a level of reliability out of them, getting a better idea of exactly where to shoot to get the headshots. Let's body you. See that little jiggle? Bastard. Hate that jiggle. Damn it. Always body a skeleton if you are not in prime position for the headshot. I mean, a lot of the time you want to be bodying skeletons anyway. Now, we've got the ×4 that we need, so we need to keep an eye on anything that decides to go that way, because it will be worth decent points. We will decide that when it goes through there as to whether it's worth going for or not. Ah, too many things happening there. Well, I got the headshot on him anyway, and we got Hand of God out of it, so that's nice. Let's keep the combo going with a little cheeky body shot there. Let's keep the combo going with another one there. And then we'll go headshot, headshot. Damn! Yeah, that wasn't a, yeah, knights do keep, hello Al, and yes, knights do keep coming on, if that's on Anakin.
I didn't realise that was a good scoring wave. I suppose it could be if you're, tempesting the skulls.
But then this is the thing, is I make all of my points on this on wave 13, and I can usually finish in the 4 million on this one. It's something that I've probably done before. The ×2, should we take it? Yeah, probably. We're actually not doing too bad on resources. Got plenty of Hand of Gods. Yeah, I can see that, actually. So, wave 11. And again, if we can do well... So, another key to this is... RNG is always going to be a factor on any level. One in particular comes to mind that the big RNG or random factor is on this. Is that... possibly one of the worst things for the scorer, RNG-wise... I've done that way too early. Is that... when you kill the Cupid... well, I better go for the headshot now then. When you kill the Cupid... neck shot. When you kill the Cupid, there's the potential... Yeah, you and me both, mate. Like, for instance, the second Cupid activated the 4 times that we want, the 4 times for the bingo shot. If you got unlucky in a wave, it might not be activated until the last. That's what we want. Gonna have that as well. And there. Oh, missed! Oh, missed! No! Oh, that was terrible behaviour, that was. Oh, messed that wave up massively. So that was exactly where I wanted to go. You can get a lot of points out of that. A hell of a lot of points, and I missed it. It was a Tempest as well. That's poor behaviour. But then, you know, this is the problem that you have when you're making extremely long range and quite complicated shots with the Tempest, is the arc can be all over the place, especially at long range. You have to be more precise than I just was. Damn it. Oh, let's have a... Oh, missed that. Oh, I should have got him on the 4 times. That would have been worth 20k. That was a crap shot. I know these shots are probably quite good by normal standards. That's better. That's a waste of a Tempest again, though. Don't need that many to do the last ones. But then this is the other thing as well, is gauging what is a good use of your arrows and what isn't, is especially when you're just getting back into the swing of things. But then it's the one thing that I find with Siege as well, is it'll just take me to... Oh, you shit. Oh, you shit. I'm trying to go for the headshot. It'll just take me... I just need to get that bite again on Siege of Heaven, and all of a sudden I'll be pumping so much time into it. So we're not doing... Well, no, it's not a great score. I think you can get about 1.5 from the wave, and then double that if you perfect it on wave 13, I think. So, no Tempests.
Oh, sorry, I was... Al had a question about Knights, and I didn't know what he said. Slaughtered by Anakin 5. Just as well, Al, I got slaughtered by Anakin 5 today as well. That's why we're playing Siege instead of Fletcher. I got nailed. Yeah, I think it does. I think it does. I think the knights are generated randomly as to what colour they are. I don't think there's a set pattern, because I've seen all sorts up on the platform. You can have combinations. However, I've never seen 5 of the same. Maybe 5 white knights. But I think they are randomly selected, and then maybe at higher there's more chance of black knight and red knight spawning within them. I don't think I've ever seen 5 black knights up there. That would bloody terrify me. Right, what are we doing? Siege, that's it. Right, have we got any Tempests? God damn it. So, wave 12, I can't remember if this is... But then this is the other one as well, is there's a lot of levels and there is a lot of scoring information to know. And, well, you know, JJ's pointed out something there. I wouldn't usually use my use my Tempests on those times 4 spots. I don't think that's a good points conversion. I think we've earned enough points early doors to have a lot of gold to see us through this. Oh, sorry, as far as Siege is concerned, yes, I believe they are. They did change last season ever so slightly, I noticed. There was more Black Knights towards the end of Anakin's advance waves. There was a lot more Black Knights. I think it can vary as well, and that's another RNG thing. I can definitely tell you for a fact that the number of enemies... Whoa, headshot, cheeky. Ah, shit. Let's go for that one. And then you. Then headshot. 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 Oh. the number of enemies that come on a wave can vary. This was one of the big factors when me and Beanie were trying to do a kind of multiplayer. Oh, go on then. That was not worth it, I don't think. 52,000. No, that was definitely not worth it. But it got me the extra headshot to miss that one. Gah! So, yeah, when me and Beanie were trying to figure out a way to make Siege of Heaven multiplayer, the way we were doing it, I'll put the video up on the Discord, actually, for here's just some testing that me and Beanie were doing with a game that I was trying to make so that like me and him could compete for you guys' pleasure on stream a long time ago. And it's very rough. It's a very rough game, but I think you'd get the idea of it. And it was going to be called OAP. I think JJ knows about it. I think I told JJ. I think I showed him the video. It's called OAP, One Arrow Pass. And it was basically, I would fire a shot, and then I would say, go or shoot. And then my opponent, who is playing Siege at exactly the same time as me, would then get to fire their shot. And so you would take it in turns, telling each other once you've fired your arrow. Therein lied what I liked about it, is you could really fuck each other up. As long as you're playing with somebody who can play and is being honourable with what they're doing, which I'm sure any of you would be. But it allowed me to like hold my shot, knowing that Beanie's guys would be getting very, very close to that gate, and then taking my shots at the last minute to force him to have to do the same. He wanted to bring special arrows into it. I said we keep it vanilla because special arrows just then invite more RNG. Now, why did I bring all that up? I will put that video on the Discord, actually. I'll keep it unlisted. I'm not going to publish that one, but I'll let you guys have a look at it because it's reasonably funny. It was actually, I think, one of the first times that me and Bainey spoke as well. So, quite weird. And the reason why I bring it up is because one of the problems that we had is in the first wave, I had 4 enemies, he had 5, and that then makes it so that the game doesn't work because there isn't the same number of enemies on every single wave. Or it's not that the game doesn't work, it's just that, yeah, you can't really accommodate for that. You can't factor it in. Okay, wave 13, here's the big boy. Let's not miss shots, eh? So we want to be concentrating on those headshots. I need to be abusing slow time. I need to be keeping an eye on what's going there. I'm going to miss this first skeleton so that my perfect bonus is completely out the window. Always one headshot. Damn it, body shot. We need headshots here. Like, we need... Gah! Perfect dream's gone. Oh, definitely gone. We need headshots here because... And to pieces. We need headshots here because we need cupids. Not even that worried about the combo. I just need the 4 times. RNG, ladies and gentlemen. That is not the 4 times that we're after. Although I have completely squandered this wave. I'll tell you that for nothing. Yeah, mine too at the moment. We'll still keep an eye on it, though. We'll still... Well, maybe. I mean, it's not going to be a great score, but I haven't got a score on Saints yet, or not a decent one. So we still haven't got the 4 times we need, but there's only 2 more that it could be. Oh, look, it's the last one. Who would have thunk it? And the problem... damn it. Get them. Right. The problem with this is the more headshots I'm having to make to get, and the more cupids I'm having to kill, the more pressure I am putting myself under. Damn it! Fuck! I was trying to do way too many things at once there. I was trying to rage that crowd so that I could get a decent bingo shot on that, but also hit the skull at the same time, and those 2 things do not compute. Well, there goes that score. But though that was the collection, or that was one of the collections that I needed one of the clutches of guys. Here's the rest of them that obviously strolled on by whilst I was dicking about. Can't blame it on the tracking though, chat. Definitely can't. Well, what a shit wave. Fuck. It's just practice though, isn't it? It's just practice. Yeah. Taking a ×1. So look how much that ×1 KO'd my cash balance. But then having said that, if I was doing well, that wouldn't be a problem. If you are doing well, you should be getting huge amounts of gold, which then means that even if this just continually 1.5s on you, I think it does, or 1.6s on you each time you buy, you can out-eco the game. So it becomes inconsequential. I think after this, and I tell you what, I do feel that my eye's a bit further in than it normally would be for Siege at this stage, having not done an awful lot. No, I'm not shooting you. You can sod off. If I've got time, I'll try and do an Anakim's Advance run, but I don't think we'll have the battery for it. Any ideas on how long the stream's been going for? I've done what I think might solve my battery issues. However, I'm not incredibly confident. So there you go. There's a good example of RNG. Now, what I should do, if this was a good scoring wave, is just concentrate on keeping my combo going instead of putting headshots down. That mentality is what separates the likes of me from probably Jarek. Okay, that's not too bad then. Is it 3? It's not, is it? I mean, it kind of... Oh, it doesn't even feel like that. It's not 3 hours. Yeah, no worries, JJ. Thank you for joining us. That is a rubbish... 2 hours? Oh, God, is that all? That's a bad one. Right, we need to manage that orphan expectations as well, whilst keeping an eye on what's going on there. Those are not good shots. I don't want... That's right, mate. That's not the shot that we want. Hopefully she'll go up the stairs and I'll nail that shot this time. So, again, using copious amounts of slow time here to keep the combo going. She's going. This could be a good shot if I can make it. Long shot, double gap. Boom! Wasn't bad. I mean, it wasn't as good as it could have been, but it wasn't bad. Don't even think I got a headshot, so that could have been double that. Missed a shot yet, chat? Don't think so. Right. Let's slow this down a little, if we, just in case we haven't. I don't think I have. Why? Why do I do these things to myself? I never play this way. I never deploy Hand of Gods here. I think I don't have to. Now all of a sudden I have, and that was like 200,000 points just lost for missing a shot. Ridiculous. Stupid fucking game. Gods be damned. Oh, never mind. I'm only just getting back into it. Tell you what, I'm definitely feeling it on my arm. I can tell that I haven't been playing Siege for a while. So, used to be able to do multiple of these. But again, this is another thing as well, this is another problem with, I suppose, streaming it, is you don't want to see me play this the way that I would properly play it, because I would probably not even get a complete 15 waves done in a night. I mean, JJ will tell you all about that. When you get to the point where you can hit your shots consistently and you don't really need to practice them, then you know when you're doing well and you know when you're not. And I've always said to anybody who is learning Siege of Heaven, because I think it is important, finish every 15 waves. You'll know when you don't have to, because you'll be in the top 10. Simple as that. That's when you can stop finishing every single 15 waves. Because at that point as well, remember, it is also... Woo! That's a good headshot. It's also as much as training your arm so that you can consistently do this over a long period of time. But then when you get to the point where your arm is trained and you are hitting those headshots, it then becomes a point of trying to conserve your stamina. Oh, that's a headshot as well. Lovely. Okay. That was risky because that's outside of my comfort range, I guess. So it's a bit of a percentage. Let's do that and that. Oh, I didn't get him. Over the 4 times, though. That's a decent bag of points, but not as much as you would think. Shouldn't do it really, should I? Tell you what, let's do one of them and we'll concentrate on these guys. Waste, really. A better me would have been able to headshot all of those. Oh! There you go. 26th in the world. That was terrible. Perfected wave 15, though. So what can we say about that? Purist was not very good. I could go through all of this because I think I know what most of it is. So, but we'll read it out anyway. So, combatant scoring regular shots. So that's just your normal score. I think that's when you hit body shots and such as well. Or at least that's the points that you are getting as standard. Virtuoso, scoring shots requiring skill and finesse. This is things within combo, and this is special shots. Long, sniper, gap, various bits and pieces like that. Savior, we know what Savior is. Bring salvation to the orphans. That's the points that you get out of orphans specifically. Not them, because they only counter so many points, but them and a combination of the virtuoso side of things and some of the others. Slayers of the blind, eliminating Cupid. So that's how many points we got out of Cupids alone. And then wave purist, only the swift and the infallible. So that sounds like it's quick waves and perfect waves, but I believe you only score there for quick waves. For perfect waves. And the other thing I might add is quick waves. I don't think anybody is certain how quick waves work because, well, from my best guesses, they're actually bugged as much as anything else as well, because if you remember in the 0%, we were specifically trying for multiple quick waves on Saints Approach, and although I was doing it very fast, certain waves were not registering. That's a problem. But if you were playing for a good score, you wouldn't be, or shouldn't be, going for quick waves. You should be going for abusive slow time, headshots, cupids, your 4 times bingo shots, and on top of all of that as well, perfects. Not quick waves. Quick waves are not the way, because you are then potentially rushing yourself for what is pathetic amount of points in comparison to everything else. I think doing a wave quickly gets you 5,000 bonus points. I mean, you know, that's not much in comparison to how Harry plays this game and what he's potentially scoring from these things. So, but hey, that wasn't a bad first shot at Saints trying to play it properly. I know we've done the 0% thing. I will come back to that very shortly. So, any questions for me before I sign off? Anything else you guys want to know from this? I think I've covered things. Where is she? There she is, look. Ooh, give you a little shout out there, K2. Killing it. Oh, well, yeah. In that case, then I take it all back. You're starting to get to the point where I can start calling you stupid for missing shots. Yes, I can. However, I was talking about the total. If you are in the top 10 of this, then you can start really berating yourself for missed shots. So, but yeah, okay, I tell you what, I'll split the difference with you. If you are missing shots on Saints Approach, Kim, then yeah, you need to be having a word with yourself, love. Stupid is as stupid does. But see, look at this as well. Like, Kim watches the channel a lot. She's been playing Siege of Heaven for a little while. I know from conversations with her that elements of what I've put out here have helped her improve her score. She's gone from somebody who can regularly score in the 100,000s to now putting multiple millions up. That's what I like to see. That's why I do it. That's why I'm here. If I can show you guys just a little bit to get you a little bit higher in the leaderboard, then happy days. I know it's not productive for myself because I then make more work for myself. But as I've said on multiple occasions, for me, if I'm going to put videos out that are about teaching and training, I expect every one of you who watch and play to at some point be able to surpass me. Because if not, why am I here? Why would I be teaching you if I wasn't trying to teach you to a standard that would get you better than me? And on that bombshell, we'll end it there. So yeah, apologies on Fletcher. It's very out of sorts for me. I'll get that Fletcher run back up to cycle 5. I'm going to put some practice in as well because I do like playing Fletcher. And I've got a little time to do it. So yeah, we'll end it there. I have been Silver Tongue Devil. Good night.